Right.
Do you want me to move over a bit?
Hopefully that's working. Let's have a look. Give this a minute. Hello, everybody. Where are we streaming to? I bet we're streaming to Twitch or something, can't we? I don't know where we're streaming to. No, we're on live. Yeah, there we go. We're live. We're live. Happy days. Let me just check all this nonsense. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Right, so close that.
No
Pop
drones
out
were
that.
hurt in the making of this.
Get Discord up here so you can see that. There we go. Oh, yeah, move the game.
Might help.
Yeah, I'll let you take over.
Is it?
Lobby, multiplayer, and
What's an easy one?
What's an easy one? Depends, because people will be able to change this. Strawberry track 1, there you go. That's the one everyone's practicing
That
because because of the tournament. So I'm using Caliph here to
That one, yeah?
Yeah, join game. To basically earn the XP.
Earn your XP.
Oh, wait, you might need to change. So we adjusted your camera settings before we took off last time. So you're now at 30 degrees again.
Oh.
Yeah, you might want to land and readjust that.
Oh, that's alright. Let's just keep going for now.
I'm going to try and view
I went through
the
that.
channel.
I swear I went through that.
I didn't see because I was trying to sort this out. Oh, that's a crash. That is a crash. Where is...
I think I should change it then.
Go to what you're used to.
I don't know what I'm used to. Can't even remember.
Okay, this is working. Man, I'm not in the view at all. There we go, that's better. Right, let's see. Nice. And we've adjusted your camera settings, yeah?
Yeah.
We've got your rates down to something a little bit more familiar. Nice. So you're still relying on your roll more than your yaw, which is why you're coming out the corners a bit of an angle. But you're flying fast enough that you've still got enough time to correct, which is good. I'm loving the head bobbing. You weren't doing that before we started streaming.
I think I was. I don't think you were paying
I
attention.
wasn't seeing it because I wasn't sat behind you.
Get some serious neck ache, I do.
Hang on, I'm just going to try and share this on the Discord. So what I like about this track is you've got a nice start straight off point, so you get through 3 gates.
I've
really
done this
easy.
one a few times in the past.
Yeah. Remember as well, we've adjusted your rates to something a little bit easier to deal with because it's what you've been using on that little... right, so... Why am I on...
Oh, shoot. Come on.
No, DeGoose. I don't know how to say your name. We're not brothers. We're just long-time friends because of the beards. And actually, he got married recently, and all of the best men grew beards for that. So.
And he's got no hair.
And I've got no hair, and he has plenty of hair. For though this is what my friend Kay has been flying.
Kind of flying, but yeah.
Without goggles, so he's just been doing line of sight flying. So, which is this little drone here. I can't remember what it is, but it's a very
old,
yeah, brushed motors thing. But it serves its purpose well. I have to actually thank NJ Tech because he donated it to me to learn on, and now I've donated it to Kay here to learn on.
Yeah, so done.
But I think Liftoff is definitely the best place to be learning because you can't break anything.
Just your
spirit.
And your dignity.
Your dignity and your pride. Oh dear. You're going to have to reply to not the worst as well. Who is getting 10-second lap times, so if you want to see someone flying fast...
How do I reply?
So we're going to just type down here. Start typing. And I'm gonna stop you flying for a second again, because I want to show you.
I was just doing really well.
I know you were. I know. Right. So this is someone. Okay. Not the worst. Can you perform better there? I need you to fly. He's going to be busy typing. He's busy typing, isn't he?
Probably. I don't know.
Fly. Here we go. There's someone that's flying fast. So
this is me.
That's what you need now. Or we should put the stick cam back on. We'll change that when we go to the next lobby.
Jeez. Whoa.
You say whoa now, you will be able to do that.
This is me. What you doing?
Alright. Hit refresh then.
Jeez.
And we'll
I'll show people how to do it slowly.
Yeah, you can show people how to do it when you're starting out and learning. So Kay isn't brand new to the sticks. He's been flying a little bit here and there on this little
controller's new though, so
yeah, he's using the new X-Lite controller. He doesn't want to use my Tyrannus. It's old and beat up and doesn't have that premium feel that the X-Lite has.
I just used to an Xbox controller early on, so
yeah. I like the Xbox. Hey, Lagus Studios, that'll be Kevin tuning in. I've put him under a lot of pressure here. We're getting an audience together. It's going to be stressful.
For people watching, yeah.
No, but that's perfectly reasonable flying. Especially for someone that hasn't got that many hours on the sticks. How are you getting that speed? Kim, that wasn't us.
Oh, was that when you switched over?
I don't know. The message has only just come out, so either they're trolling
watching
you.
the wrong person, yeah. Probably trolling me.
Hey guys, welcome. So we're getting those who have just tuned in. This is my buddy Kay, learning to fly. I mean, he has been flying in Liftoff, maybe a couple of hours practice.
I reckon probably about 20 or something.
Okay,
maybe.
so 20 hours flight time.
But more free flight than race flying.
Kevin's cottoned on to what I'm doing.
What?
He said exactly what I said earlier. Letting someone farm XP points for me. Which might be
Surely
true.
You would get them quicker if I wasn't playing.
You have to finish laps.
Yeah.
Which you have done. You've got a 42-second lap time, so you have finished one lap, which is nice. Let's make a nice second lap.
Let's get another one for you.
A smooth one. That head bob.
Okay, maybe not.
That's fine. If you want to, you can hold down T. That will rewind time for you. Try it now. Hold down T. There you go.
Oh, to see where I went wrong.
No, so you can carry on flying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
If you have a really messy crash, it can be. It's
just
harder to get back into it. But
You got it.
Yeah, because you kind of have to catch yourself back into the flight. So right, readjust. Remember, try and get both sticks on your turn. It's good. See how you're doing a really level turn there?
Yeah.
It's a bit shaky. It's good, but it's a case of finding the happy balance for you. The cats are just destroying the house. There you go. Nice. So there again, you're still leading with the roll turn. If anyone has any tips, by all means, I am not
an
FPV
that's
tutor.
bad.
The rewind time is difficult.
It's because of the throttle. You take your hand off the throttle, don't you?
Yeah, you have to sort of keep it engaged when you're doing that. That was nice. See, I practiced this level so much when I started flying.
Continued.
There you go. You're already better than Kevin from the Gus Studios.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, that was meant to happen. Controlled crashing. That's what we're going to call it.
I mean, I'll be honest. I have seen Kevin fly in Liftoff. He's not that. He's not bad. Which means you're not bad because you're better than him. There you go.
Gee, what are they doing? Some weird.
Were they doing loops?
Pretty cool.
They're just observing.
What they're bad.
No. You go up. Just take time, don't go fast, just go steady. Bit more throttle.
Let's try and...
Oh, he's adjusting his camera angle.
Bad move probably, but...
I would imagine, Kim, that whoever it was that was flying really, really fast is using anything from 55 degrees up to, say, 70 degrees.
Shall we try it?
Yeah, you can try it. I don't think you'll enjoy it.
Everyone else might have that.
Yeah, high cam angle for racing, so thrust is forward motion as well. Yeah, Kevin's saying if you fly better with a Liftoff shirt on. And I think, yeah, you can see the Liftoff shirt on. Rotor Riot Store has these for sale, everyone. Why am I advertising for you, Kevin?
Nah, that's... Stick to 45.
Yeah, and the biggest tip I've got for anyone learning is don't change everything
yeah,
all
change
of
it
the
all
time.
the time, yeah. Just go for it.
Because you will just constantly crash.
You don't want anything consistent.
This is Fumming. He's on an X-Lite.
Well, that sounds a bit...
Okay. He's used to one of these. So using your thumbs is much easier. There's the X-Lite, everyone.
Just like an Xbox controller.
Newer to flying, has better equipment than I do. How unfair! Like, he brought it with him. He was prepared for this.
I'm not playing this, but
Not the stream.
planning it for weeks.
Dear. Free lift. If only I was that rich.
Okay,
Oh dear, I'm advertising for Rotor Riot, not Liftoff. Do you not get anything for it? I'd have thought you'd get something, considering it's your logo.
Yeah, come on.
Oh dear. Yes.
Let's get enough of that.
This is good. It's all downhill from here. I meant that because it is downhill.
I was trying to say that.
Almost. I appreciate the...
I think I got it down to like something like 30-something seconds on...
when you've been flying and practicing.
Ages ago,
Yeah.
nothing recently.
So, that's pretty good. That is pretty good indeed.
But
then you've
God
got
knows how
guys
long
like
ago that was.
Fluxy and not the worst, doing 9-second laps.
just show off, really.
That's it, yeah, they're just too quick. So Kim is offering to buy everyone Liftoff shirts if you sub to my channel. Yeah, I'm twisting your words there, Kim. That is fair, Kevin. That is fair.
Ah.
I'm glad they're really good quality. Actually, I really like this T-shirt.
It's a cotton nice.
Oh,
On your skin.
It's like,
yeah, is it very
I don't know what
soft?
the thread count is, but it's premium.
Is
feeling.
it like Egyptian cotton?
Yeah,
That's what
gosh.
people want to know.
That's it, exactly. It is the most premium, considering it's not that expensive. It's a very premium feeling T-shirt. There you go. That's
You get
the
more
best I can
discount
do.
when you bulk buy as well, don't you?
I don't know. But yeah, there we are. So what were we saying? We're saying 20 hours maybe flight time in total. You've flown the, I can't remember what this is called, little brushed drone, line of sight. Flown
Which
that
is
for a
hard
few
to do.
batteries. And I say a few batteries, so that's what, maybe an hour's flight time at most.
Not even that.
Half an hour.
Well, they're only like 3-4 minutes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Battery, and I've only gone through 1 or 2 sets, so that's 4,
So maybe 10, 15 minutes?
maybe 20.
20 minutes.
Yeah, let's be 20-ish.
So-
And a few crashes, but
yeah. If
no one was hurt.
No
That's
one
the
was
main
hurt, yeah, because it was a tiny little drone. But no one can be hurt in here because it's just a simulator, and that's what we like about it. I'm sorry, I don't know how I'm saying that. Degoose? Degoose? I don't know, but no, I'm afraid not. It will log times if he does it in reverse every, like 20th lap? As he goes through each checkpoint eventually.
Okay.
Kevin's saying if you turn around and fly it backwards, it's easier to do. So if you turn around, like fly upright, turn around, and go through the gates this way, the first corner is easier. But it's up to you.
Let's see if I
I
can actually. I
personally
want to try
feel-
and finish a lap again.
Now I understand
It's
what
been
Kevin's saying. Not the worst, starting to be the best. 9-second lap time. If he can do 3 of those in the tournament, he will be #1 spot on the leaderboard. Yeah. I'll tell you what. That's a good idea. Instead of if for every gate you miss, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep going and just like because that will get you into
I
a
do
flow.
remember you saying something like that ages ago.
Yeah. Because that way you don't get hung up on the bit you've gone past, and
Okay.
it gives you an idea of the lines and the curves that you need to make through them. Because let's not forget, flying through gates when you're this new to flying is very difficult to do.
I'll just follow the course.
People
People getting bored of the crashing.
No, the crashing's the best part, especially when you smoke the battery.
I've not done that yet, I don't think.
Yeah, you
I
do
keep
that,
resetting.
Oh no, that was me. I smoked the battery. In line of sight.
Amateur.
Mode. Yeah. That's it. Oh,
Who's at the
sorry.
gates?
You good? But no, I can't provide T-shirts. Anyone? I'm sorry. 9.078. That's getting better. There is no battery management mode on this in this lobby, so if anyone's wondering about that, because obviously that then factors in to your race time and how consistent your lap times will be. See, so that's good. There's still a lot of, like, you're obviously fine tweaking. You need to get to that happy point where you can find centre again.
Found the floor.
You did a good job. You've done a very good job of finding the floor.
I'm just making sure it's actually there.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
It looks so real.
Ooh, that was unfortunate.
Ah.
Yeah, so Kim was saying when Kim first started, they just flew the track above the gates until
Yeah,
it got
that's
hang of
right.
it. So,
Let's try and hit some though.
I think that Liftoff is obviously one of those things. The more you can push yourself, the quicker you will learn. But it's also one of those things. If
So
you
that's
try
why I
and
find
take too
it-
much,
I think that's why I find it a little bit easier to go a bit quicker.
going quicker helps you carry momentum through, and it can make it, as long as you nail the corner, it will carry you through the corner really well. But if you haven't got the the motions, and you haven't got the stick practice and the stick accuracy, you're going to be guessing a lot of the time still. But it will come. It will come.
Guesswork works, I suppose.
Yeah. Well done, not the worst. I think you need to say not the worst. You're live on YouTube right now. When you're ready. Yeah, so Kevin, there you go, you're getting some tips here. Kevin's saying try to flow the stick movements a bit more. So less harsh, jerky
Cool.
motions, as it were, and just go with it. Just gently throw it in and out. I don't know, I'm chatting.
Oh.
I've been drinking.
Don't drink and drone fly.
Yeah, exactly. Don't drink and fly, people. And if you do, only do it in a sim. So that's good. You're finding it. But notice how you're still going through the corners and you're cutting in.
Do I have to-
That's because you're relying more on your roll and you're not bringing in the yaw. The yaw will catch that out and cancel out the knife edging down into the ground, essentially.
So I have to just turn that a bit more.
Keep your thumbs on the sticks at all times. Yeah. And that's probably the weirdest thing, especially coming from someone
Like that.
Yeah.
Ish.
That was right, because your drone stayed flat through the turn almost, or appeared to because of your camera angle. But that means your turn is even throughout.
Keep on.
Yeah, so all that was there was, I'm going to take your eyes away from the screen for a second. So when this is really crude, I'm sorry. So when you're flying, say your camera angle's at this, that's you flying straight. When you start turning with roll, you're doing this. So your drone's doing that, but because of this angle, it's crashing down. If you bring in yaw, it levels it out and it rotates around, but you've still got this angle of forward momentum because the camera angle's flat, doesn't mean the drone is. Yeah. So if you can remember to cancel out, it's hard to say. So if you do that, and then watch the drone a sec, that's your roll input. Bringing in the yaw does this. So it sort of improves the turn. We got Meow in there. And Ron. Wow, he got my name wrong. Shocking.
That's right, we'll call you Ron from now on. Ron is
Just
now.
going to say, live on YouTube. Mate, flying. Can't
Rubbish.
spell. Can't
It's
type
like
like that. It's too much of a lean. It's fine. It's fine. Meow is very fast. Oh yeah, sorry.
What are you doing to me?
There we go. I'd left it on the typing screen.
Go ahead.
That's good. That's good.
So let's turn.
So that was mostly roll. You did catch it before it had prop hit the deck. But it's very much a case of using both of them to make the turn smooth. Still mostly roll, but it's fine, because you're making it through.
Is that better?
Yeah, that was better. We'll have to get the stick cams on.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to, aren't we?
Yeah.
Is that a bit better?
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice, because you were flat, apart from the crash at the end. Kim
Making
says,
it dramatic.
Yeah, that's it. Kim says, Liftoff and drone racing is about as close as we'll get to Wipeout in our lifetime. Oh, that was such a good game. See, that was actually really nice. The ending you left roll on for a bit longer, which is why the drone ended at an angle.
Look at that, slowly and painstakingly.
Kevin, is there a hotkey to bring up the stick, on-screen stick display, or is it only in the game options I can do that? Do you know?
You can hit escape, can't we? And
We can go out to the main options, but yeah, I just wondered if you wanted to go. Yeah, I've got to get the hang of new physics. I really like new physics. They feel much more lifelike to me. I think we've got I can't remember the guy. Someone did a bunch of music for Liftoff. That's going crazy for a bit of string on the floor. I really like the music for Liftoff. Okay, no worries, Kevin. I think that's a question for Meow from Not the Worst. Are you using fast setup? Meow is using one of the fastest setups I know exists in Physics 3.0. There we go. That's Meow going past. This orange
what, lapping me for the third time.
Yeah. That's good though. Your throttle control is what's causing you to bounce a little bit. That's fine. That was a bit too juddery. Like, I saw you're like, you keep overcorrecting with like extra motions rather than just gentle ones.
Sure, turning your head makes you turn though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Bobbing the heads to one side definitely helps.
I need like a head motion cam.
I mean, I could put the box goggles on you, but I don't have the connectors to hook it up to the PC, so you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah, that wouldn't help at all.
Wouldn't help. I mean, you wouldn't see the horrible crashes at least.
Everyone else would though.
8.9 second lap from Not the Worst, and that is impressive. That is insanely quick. Someone's practicing for that top spot in the Pro League tournament.
So am I.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get there. We've got 29 days. If you see him online, his name's... no, I won't say that. But if I see you on the leaderboard, I will be making a point about it.
Yeah, I'll be on the bottom somewhere.
If you're in it, you're in it. It at least means you've finished. Because you can't get on the leaderboard without... Odin, the cat wants to go on the drone because it's just attacking the little brushed motors drone. What have we got in here? Box goggles make you dizzy. 0, no. Box goggles are what I fly with. I love them. They're awesome. I can't stand the little, like the fat sharks and stuff like that. They, too narrow for me. Like, just feels wrong. What setup are you flying with? We're flying the D-Quad Obsession 5-inch with 4S battery, 50 props, I think. So quite a lot of thrust. I can't remember what they're called, which ones they are. I can't remember what motors they are either.
Okay.
That's a good question. We can check that out in a second. We'll go back to the menu and turn on the stick cam and we can have a look at all that. And we'll also adjust on the workbench your camera angle setup. Because here's a feature request. Yeah, a bit too late because it's version 1. Can we type the camera angle in instead of using the arrows?
Oh, that's not working.
It is. It just takes time. Catch yourself. There you go.
Oh, hey.
Cats fighting, behave. There we go. There we go.
Stop hitting the floor.
Not the Worst is asking how to see drone info in the lobby, so we'll do that. The Fat Sharks definitely are more convenient just because they're smaller form factor, but sorry, cats are fighting. I could not get on with them at all.
Oh.
Not yet. We haven't got a legendary skin for the D-quad yet. I'm sure after all this time in multiplayer and 1 lap completed,
Hey,
we'll have loads of XP.
might be.
Oh,
Can we do another lap?
oh.
Nope.
Right, you can. See, you're getting familiar with the rates because your 180 spin there to turn around was good. It's just getting the hang of the pitch.
The ground's
and roll.
not low enough.
The ground isn't low.
I think they should change that in the update.
Yeah. What, lower the ground? Put the gates higher. We can go on a track with no gates if that helps.
I don't think it does. They don't fly low enough at the moment.
This is why this is why I practiced on this track actually for so long. It's because it gave me something to aim for.
Yeah, well,
that was small and aim small, miss small, as it eventually translates into that. If the smaller the point that you're aiming for, the less of a margin you're going to miss by. That is a shooting metaphor, I guess, or analogy.
Yeah. Post to post.
Miel spotted Not the Worst's drone set up in the lobby, and that's how he knows it's faster. Dun, dun, dun. The HDOs. I saw some reviews of those. They're the HD Fat Shark goggles, right? I heard lots of mixed things about them though. But like I say, I haven't enjoyed any of these small form factor goggles with the lens adjustments for the eyes, or IPDs or whatever. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, I've not enjoyed them at all. I'm fortunate enough to be friends with someone that has a lot of this stuff because they review it, so I get to try it all, but box goggles for me are the way.
Someone to?
No, Meow's got a 10-second lead. Not the Worst is backed out, so his 8-second lap time, or 9 seconds, it was 8.9 second lap times gets wiped. Does that go to the leaderboards? I think it goes to the leaderboards. I'm not sure if the Infinite Race ones work.
No, it's just a test, isn't it? Practice.
No. I'm pretty sure there'll be a lap time, best lap time, and that'll.
Oh, got it.
If Not the Worst has got the fastest lap time on here, it should go on the leaderboards.
Oh, shoot.
Right, your head's actually blocking my view now.
Sorry.
Oh dear, I need to see that play back. And there's quite a delay. We've got maybe 30 seconds of delay, so apologies for that, everyone. But
Try and keep my head still, yeah?
it might help you fly, because you might be counting that angle in your head as
It feels so
my drone is level because my head is the same angle as the
feels
drone.
so realistic.
That right there, that was a good flat turn, like a good mix of yaw and roll. When you just did that. Yeah, there are lap leaderboards. So if Not the Worst has got the fastest lap lead, then that'll be on the leaderboard now. Alright, we'll go one more and then we'll go back to the menu. And we can rejoin this lobby or we can go on another one if need be. But we'll have a look at the drone setup and we'll just adjust that camera angle for you. So you're definitely starting to bring yaw in, but you're still leading more with roll. And it looks like you might be overcompensating for roll because you're bringing yaw in, which is why you're sort of going past the turn and then knife edging into the ground. But again, I'm not a teacher for drone pilots, so I don't know what I'm saying.
Sounds so believable.
Yeah. I'm just repeating what I was being told when I couldn't fly. And when I was flying on an Xbox 360 controller in Liftoff. Oh, those were the days. That was difficult. Oof.
Oh, come on.
That's fine. All that is now is that your pitch isn't getting adjusted to catch the drop in angle.
One more.
One more. It's that one more bug. Just one more lap. Just one more. That was good. You corrected for your turn.
I'm gonna go for it.
Right, back up. You got through it.
What?
Gliding along the floor. Alright, so let's see this set up. We'll go to the workbench and have a look at this. Yep. Oh, it's just the, I think it's the purple X storm.
We're going to rename it this time.
You can if you want.
That one,
select,
isn't it?
yeah, select it. Still using it. Have you got stick extenders? P Owens? P Owens? I don't know if I'm saying your name right, I'm sorry.
No, I think they're the ones that just came with it.
No, not on the X Lite. Pete is saying he still uses a PS4 controller. There we go. Right, so then go onto your camera and go to edit part, and you can adjust that camera angle. I feel like if you could just type the number in there, that would be a lot easier. That does work actually if you go all the way to the right and then go left. Yeah, this is the thing, it doesn't go in increments. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
There's no fine tune in there.
No. I thought gift box, yeah, we do have a gift box.
Oh.
Just get it close. There, oh, bang on, very nice. Hit save. And then open that gift box in the top right corner. So, Pete, the stick extenders might help with some precision. Okay, so we've got some props. We got the gold ones, which are rare because they've got the gold label. Blue ones are your sort of typical earned ones. Take your pick, eh? What ones do you want? You probably won't. 50-50 ball nose might be good to fly on, but
what do you want? It's your game.
Yeah, go with those ones on the left. I don't like the shiny stuff. I like just the patterns. I'm odd like that. I've seen a lot of pictures on Facebook where people are just blinged out with the gold stuff, and I'm like, no. But yeah, click on the decoy. Yeah, click on that one, and then go to edit part. I don't know if we got. No, we haven't got any. Okay, so that's fine. You've changed the LED colour to orange. If you want to change the frame colour, scroll down further. You might have to use the scroll wheel or drag the page up. This is a bit of a bug that I've noticed. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Change that to orange. There you go. You got little orange frames. And you can change the propellers if you want.
Keep that battery.
Yeah, it's the smart battery, this one. So.
All that the same.
What motors have we got there? Scroll this bar across the bottom. Purple X Storms, 2207. Sorry, the cats are fighting. Patterns are great.
Leave them.
You can, but you can change the colours. We haven't got any skins for these ones yet, and you can apply that to all props with that button. You don't have to click through them.
Thank you. Worry.
There we go.
Cool. And that's it, yeah?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about that. You can take that off, and it actually reduces the weight. There you go.
That looks cooler with one then.
Yeah, and you wouldn't fly one without one, frankly, because you wouldn't see. So yeah.
Let's edit.
Yep, save, and we've done the flight controller stuff already, so we did that before the stream started. The rates are about 500 degrees per second. No expo on the curves for anyone that wants to know. There we go. These cats. What are these cats like?
Track 1, yeah?
Yep. And if you want, you can observe Meow. See how fast he flies.
What, just to confuse me that little bit more?
Yeah, just look at. Well, he's got an orange trail. I mean, it might look like you. That is him. He's just not taken off yet. There you go. And see how far upright his camera was. So he can get these speeds, but his drone is pretty much flying like this
Yeah.
the whole way. Like it's just completely vertical, almost. Depending on his camera tilt. Probably not quite vertical, but yeah, there you go. That's, if you want to go really, really fast, you need a very high camera. But I tend to stick with the 45 angle because I prefer freestyle flight.
He just done?
He's done a 9-second lap time there, 9.7 seconds. I don't know if that was just now. That is insanely fast. 9.708 still, and a crash. There you go, that is fast flying. And if he can do three laps at that speed, he'll get a sub 30-second time on the leaderboard, which will be insanely quick. But this is what's nice about Liftoff is you can train yourself to fly faster than you actually can. And then when you go and race for real, or if you're just going to fly for real, it all sort of, you've slowed down and you've got more time to think about stuff. So it's easier to react to things.
Oh, we didn't turn the thing on, did we?
Oh, stick cam, yeah, okay, back out, we turn
Can you
stick
not
on.
do it in here?
No, you have to go onto the game options in the main menu. Unfortunately. So options, game, and show joystick overlay in OSD, the third one from the top. And you're good. There we go. Anyone got any tips to help Kay become a pro in the next 5 minutes? That would be cool.
Give it to you.
No, I'm not a pro. I mean, I can fly. I'm not a pro. If anyone's a pro in this room right now, it'd be Meow, because he gets some crazy times.
So it's more like that.
Yeah. So if you see the sticks, yeah, like that. That is perfect. And it'll be just a case of getting used to it and fine tuning it for your muscle memory, and yeah, finding out what works with the turns that you're expecting to do. More stick time. Yep, more stick time is always the answer. More practice, always more practice. Dekek says he's falling off the chair after a round of flying, which Kay is demonstrating can happen. LSD. I don't think that will make him a better pilot. It might make him think he's a better pilot. Oh yes, Kevin. Now we're talking. What kind of bribes do you accept? Kevin said you can bribe him to get a really good leaderboard time.
Oh,
That was unfortunate.
what's up with that?
Where are you aiming when you're looking at the gate to go through it? Are you looking at the middle?
Yeah,
Are
trying
you
to.
looking at the opposite side, or? So for me, I tend to aim for the the furthest point that it depends on the corner that I'm taking. If I'm turning left for a gate, I will aim to the right of it and then sort of bring myself further in based on that.
Crash. Come on.
Hey, nice. Gently. Keep that throttle in control. Nice. Bring the yaw back.
Hey.
There we go. Don't get too. There we go. 42. Nice. He's nailed it. I'd like a round of applause in chat for Kay completing his second lap tonight.
Hey.
That was good. If anyone's wondering what this is in my hand, it's a bit of string for the cats to play with, because otherwise they'll make a racket. How did you do 9 seconds? How do you want the score to be? If we want... Oh, we've leveled up a bit. There we go. If we want the top spot, if we want position number 1 on the leaderboard, what do we need to bribe with? How much of a bribe will we need to give? I've got a congrats from Kevin at the Gus Studios.
Thank you. Yeah.
There we go. I do like it when you've got someone that's a similar speed as you to fly with, because you can follow their trail, which is quite nice. That's one of the things I really like about Liftoff is those
I like
trails.
the ghosts though, that helps sometimes.
Yeah.
You're
yeah, and you get the ghost, but now we've got bots as well, so if you go on single player, you can race against bots who are leveled based on your ability. So the average, like whatever your best time is, your average time is, they will always be somewhere near it, or pushing you to go faster. Very nice. See, so now it's a case of, can you do 3 in a row?
Hey, come on, what? Oh, I went through that.
I didn't see. I was looking at chat. So Meow is actually only on 50 degrees per second, 50 degrees on his camera angle. I'm liking that. We got some XP for the lap. That was good. Oh, hang on. Before you go in there, I'm just going to warn Dekex. I just want to type something in the chat there. Hang on. I'm going to move in place. Hang on, let me just type something. Sorry, there you go. You're good. Right, you might need to shift that chair a little bit again.
Actually, I think I'm flying better here.
Oh, okay.
I might just stay.
You can stay there. That's
block
fine.
you.
That is fine. So the stream has just taken to where I moved over and started typing. That's how much of a delay we're getting. Thank you, Zero. Thank you for tuning in.
Shit.
And thank you for supporting Kay in his efforts to become a better pilot.
With the help of you.
I don't think I'm helping, I'll be honest. You practicing flying is what's helping you. So Dekex in the chat has just tried jumping from a camera angle of 25 degrees to 50 degrees.
Shall we try that?
No. Because the stick inputs change so much based on that perspective of the camera. And he's just realised that himself.
Come on, another lap.
Hey, that's an improvement. Nice one. And because all the leaderboard times have reset because of version 1, that is the best lap my account has ever got on this track. There you go. Setting records. So Kevin says, so skilled he can fly and chat at the same time. Because I was driving.
Was it not?
What? Oh?
No, it's what?
It might have been on the type still.
Maybe speed up a bit.
Activate the parking guide of the cam. Nice.
Mm.
I'm liking this body movement.
It helps, I tell you.
It helps. It's the same with Mario and all the racing games. If you want to turn harder, you turn your body
into it. It's working. I'm finishing the laps now, so
it's definitely making a difference. I think also if we tilt the chair backwards, you'll stop crashing into the floor.
Probably. You do sit upright a bit, I think. So.
Oh dear. That's good for the back. Upright position. There you go. Posture. Oh dear. It does help to aim for gates, and that I think there was actually someone did make a really beginner friendly track, which was on Strawbale, and it was just. But the gates were super wide and super high, but you still had something to aim for. So if you're really brand new to flying and you haven't quite got the turning,
accuracy,
like just general control of the drone. If it takes you really too long to level out and find your center again, it's definitely better to go and learn in a higher map. Like with the gates are higher and bigger, because you've got more to aim for, you've got more space to make mistakes. Whereas on this track, you've got small gates, relatively small gates to aim for. You've not got much height between you and the ground, so the minute you make a mistake, if you don't get your corrections done, you're going to crash. Which isn't a bad thing, because it forces you to learn quickly how to counter like oversteer and overturn on the sticks, but it's one of those things, it just takes a bit of time to get used to. So if you want to learn and have more fun doing it, learn with more freedom to make errors. But if you want to learn and learn fast and you're not worried about that, learn on a track like this, because it's just difficult enough is what I would say. Autumn Fields 1, that's the square track, right? If it's that track, Autumn Fields 1 is easier to fly, but you learn less. Because Autumn Fields 1 is just right turns, literally corner turns every time, I would say. But I would say the size of the sort of corridor that you're flying, because you're flying in between those tree lines, definitely is more beginner friendly. So if you get a map that is Autumn Fields corridor size, if that makes sense, but has left and right turns and hairpins almost, that's probably the ideal learning course, as it were. It doesn't have to be on the Autumn Fields track, it just has to be gaps that are that large. And space that is that big to fly in. Do you want to try Autumn Fields? Okay. It is just right turns, but it will give you and it's bigger spaces to aim for, and it's less straw coloured. But I would say you're definitely improving, because you're hitting gates more accurately. Your turns are getting better. There are obviously still crashes, but I think that's because your speed is actually picking up as well. And as your speed's picking up, the more, until you get this roll and yaw level in your turn, then if you're going faster and rolling only, or over rolling, you're going to crash into the ground quicker. So. That was a good catch, just recovered that.
Okay. I mean, I went
That's
through the
fine.
first one, but
Dekex in the chat is asking some very interesting questions. That's the chat on the screen in the game about, are we flying the same quad? He's speaking specifically to Miel, I believe. But yeah, he's asking about same quads, which I don't think everyone is flying the same quads in Liftoff right now, not in this lobby anyway. And also asking about PIDs. PIDs is tuning your quad so that it doesn't vibrate itself to death and it handles corners properly and it doesn't wash out on corners or bounce funny after certain manoeuvres. And it's what makes a quad feel locked in. For those that don't know, I'm sure everyone watching has an idea about this sort of stuff, but I don't know. Okay, it might be helpful to you.
they put the gate there.
Yeah, that railing was there the whole time.
It wasn't.
-2 track is the easiest. Do you know what? -2 track is probably the scariest track in my opinion, purely because there's a ceiling and a floor, and you don't have the. What I like about open tracks is if you go wrong, you can punch up and take your time to recover. In that one, in -2, you're in a garage, and if you hit the ceiling, you're breaking props. You're just going to bounce around. I've not been a fan of flying in -2, but I've also had issues with. That's probably the most graphically intensive map, -2. So just because it's got reflections and stuff going on like crazy, I just get terrible frame rates in there. So I avoid that one. What are they saying in that chat?
So
Sorry, no, you focus on flying.
I'm trying to.
See, I think now what it is you're turning. You are getting the flat turn right, but you're almost. It's hard to explain it. It's like you're turning too late because your flat turn means you're losing sight of the gate and then making it pop in as you get there, especially on that first corner. So it might be worth considering starting your turn a little bit earlier, so that you have the gate in view the whole time. Don't worry.
I'm going to take off now.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, -2 I wouldn't recommend to a new pilot. If you drop the throttle, there you go. You might be okay there. No, you clip the pole. But there we go. Definitely got the start down. I'm going to try and watch your stick inputs a little more. Just take it gently. That was nice. You're leading with the roll, which is what's giving you this angle. If you get them both spot on to start with, that's what I do lead with the roll first, but I don't have it as exaggerated, but that's probably just because of my time on the sticks. That was good. And I'm looking at the stick inputs. It's not so much that you're leading with roll. It's just that you're putting more roll input in than your. That's what it is that's causing you to sort of.
I suppose it's what you're used to,
Yeah.
though, when you play games on the Xbox.
Yeah.
That you use the right a lot more
Yeah,
than you.
yeah. Definitely.
You use the left
Definitely.
because you aim a lot more, and
Yep.
so you're
Completely agree.
so you're not used to doing anything with.
Yeah, yeah, you're used to focusing on this right stick and the left stick's not doing quite as much.
Just there.
And so, yeah, definitely as a gamer, that is definitely how it works. And you have to get used to this double stick turn. Now, I still use roll more than yaw, but it's working out where it fits right for you, where you're catching the quad with the yaw. If that's how you're flying and you're using roll, you need to catch it, like level it out again with the yaw stick. Or roll the other way back, but it depends what you're aiming for and where you're going. And again, it's all just practice. And let's not forget, this is draining because you're concentrating all the time.
And I was up at 4:30. So that probably is not helping.
No. And it'll be up till 4:30. This is no, it's not a stream that's going to go on till 4:30. But there you go. But does anyone want to see Kay come back in a couple of weeks to see how he's improved? That's what I want to know. I'm sure Kay's up for that. I haven't asked him.
I don't think other people are, but
I'm sure they are. But you are getting the knack of it. Like, I can see the improvements already. That, like, even from a couple of, like, when we started the stream, you were a lot more jittery in your stick inputs, and they're slowly getting smoother. If anyone's interested as well, my next video that's going to come out, I'm going to revisit the first track review I ever did and refly the track. Compare it with my ability now to how I was then, and that's gonna hurt your eyes, and because I was all over the place with thumbsticks. I think I was flying on a 360 controller back then as well for that. So yeah, that'll be interesting, and a shout out to Hayu for that because it was his track. He built it, and I was like, I'm gonna do a track review and throw it on YouTube. It's not really a track review, that first one, so he'll probably get a better track review out of me this time. But yeah, that was a fun. That's what started all of this stuff for me. The YouTube channel and things. So yeah, there you go. That will be the next video coming out. Also hoping to do a video on the workbench, not the workbench, the track builder, because the track builder's been updated. So hopefully I can show some of that off. But I'm not the greatest track builder. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see how that goes.
yeah.
Defo back in 2 weeks from Kim. Thank you, Kim. We'll schedule this in then. I'm going to put it in my diary. Are you free in 2 weeks, Kay?
Why not? Well, I'm working with Carl every Friday, so...
Oh, nice. There we go. Hang on, 2 weeks. That's the 28th. We'll schedule that in. K. Liftoff flying.
Getting that corner a bit nicer.
The first one. There, that was just you sort of laid into the throttle for too long, and you went over the gate that you were aiming for. From what I saw.
Too much.
Oh, there will definitely be more track reviews coming, Kevin. I know. I've been really, really out of it and haven't done many for a while. But that's just because I've been crazy busy myself. So yes, there's been lots going on, and I just haven't really got round to it. I haven't really sat down and flown much. But obviously with version 1 coming out and the big release, you can see the lobbies are all full. It's been crazy to see the activity just for being version 1, so that's really nice to see. And it's definitely got the hype back to fly. So that, yeah, there'll definitely be some more track reviews coming.
Come on.
Right, go further away and approach it from further. Take your time. So you got through that gate. Okay.
One.
Try not to carry too much speed. That works. Bit of a bounce off the ground. Oh. See there, you probably could have recovered that still because your props weren't broken and you hadn't hit the deck yet. Unlike whoever that was that just tumbled beneath you. Trying to catch up with things.
No.
There we go. Well, DeHonk said he's going to check out the track builder because he's seen the version 1 release video that I put out the other day, yesterday, and he's commented on it to say he will be taking a look. So fingers crossed we get to see some more of DeHonk's handiwork with the track builder. DeHonk is one of the first crazy track builders that made loads of really cool tracks. And we've had quite a few now, and unfortunately I haven't been reviewing the tracks, which is a shame.
Well, wrong way. Sorry.
Bomber's got some good tracks. Should we try and fly a Bomber track? Because the gates are bigger.
Yeah, I'll go for one more crash and we'll try it.
Nice.
Spin out.
720 spin for finish. Oh god. Oh no!
Why did it do that?
I don't
That's
know.
funny.
I don't know why it's doing that. That's a bit strange.
Finale.
The throttle goes to 50%.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Hey, Nerdcopter, welcome. Yep, go to multiplayer lobby. We'll set up a room in case anyone wants to join in.
Far away.
No, go to. Oh, have I got anything downloaded? Hanover. Go to Hanover. Go to. Actually. Game mode. Oh no, this is a filter. Sorry, we need to create a room. Create a room. Sorry. I was like, where are all these options? All right, so go to. Actually, do Bomber's Round Baller on Strilbo. Actually, no. Let's go to Hanover first. Let's get a change of scenery. Neon Town.
Hang.
Oh, you'll love Neon Town.
Did you say hang or hang?
Hanover.
Yeah, I thought you said that.
There we go. But any of the Bomber ones, I don't know. I can't remember
one.
which one's which. Cybercycles. Cybercycle is a good one with lots of. There's a lot to figure out. Click
Change
race.
those or
No, leave them. Leave them.
race, yeah.
Do infinite race. Because otherwise you have to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown every time. And select Cybercycle. And then select that down the bottom. Cybercycle again. Yeah, there you go. And now create a room.
Leave it 5.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the max number. Nerdcopter, how are you? I think you won a Liftoff key on my on the giveaway. How are you finding it? I'm Robbie's now, by the way. This is I'm sorry you've seen my face. This is my friend Kay, learning, refining his flying. Don't worry. Once you get going, you'll see. So you've got nice big gates to aim for here. But you've also got a lot of speed to contend with because you would have been going fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just because you're starting quite high up here, so that's why you pick up speed when you start aiming down. So it's just about managing your speed as well.
Cool.
Alright.
It's got different feel, ain't it?
Yeah. So when you're turning in from the right hand side and doing a left hand turn, try and aim for the near side part of the gate rather than the middle, and that should hopefully make you go through the middle. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, there's a fence there. That's
No, I did see that.
Yeah. Brilliant, Nerdcopter. Glad to hear it. Hopefully you're enjoying the new physics that have come out with version 1. That was out yesterday, so if you've not been on, you won't have experienced those yet. Is that helping?
A little bit. It's
the
just
aiming at the sort of post you're going to be going around.
Oh, what's the degree on?
It should be.
Field of view.
No, that's all the same.
Yeah.
That's what
Is
I
it-
fly on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could go
So
high
I've
with your
just-
field of view, but that's what you've been flying. So if we change it now, then you've got to readjust to things. Oh, he's picking up some speed. What I like about this, forgot this had little metal fences in it. But on the whole, the gates are bigger, so it should make it a little bit easier. But you're going to have to try and slow down
Yeah, it's very.
because you're carrying speed as you're going around this track at the minute. And that's the thing with the careful of the gate. Remember, there's a gate there, so
Yeah.
that gate has got a bit of a height restriction because of that metal fence.
Oh, for goodness sake.
No, you're alive. You're alive. I think God mode is turned
Yeah.
on for us, so you can keep crashing. For this, do A 4 times, and it will shoot you back up into the air. Oh, that's a shame, Nerdcotter. Hopefully you can get an upgrade, maybe. I know that's not a cheap thing to be doing, but it's definitely cheaper than learning to fly a real quad and breaking a loss. It took too long. Yeah, if you do A, it will cycle through acro, 3D, level, horizon, and then back to acro. And because of your throttle being at the bottom, it will shoot you back up into the air because of 3D mode.
God.
Get in the
This
air,
is-
get in the air. You're
trying
gliding
to-
along the
yeah.
floor. Whenever that happens, just punch the throttle a bit, get up, and then...
Just massive different feel to it, isn't it?
What, the map?
The map, yeah.
It's definitely got a bad feel when that happens. But this one, obviously, you've got further to travel between the gates. Try not to just approach them fast. Just stick to a speed you're comfortable with, and try and get a little bit off the ground. That's because you're hitting the floor, so it's messing.
No, I'm
you
trying
up.
to stay just off, but trying to get the angle.
There you go. Now, once you find it, do not drop the throttle too much because you will instantly drop from that height. That was fine. It was just the metal fence in the way. I'm just going to feed my cats. Be right back.
Oh, for God's sake.
If you are stressing or getting frustrated with it, just do some free flight in the air.
Yeah, angle just doesn't feel the same. Oh, for goodness sake.
How are you getting on?
Not very well.
Not very
I was
well.
doing better on the other one.
Oh, we can go back to the other one if you want. I just thought the bigger gaps.
No, I think it's alright. I think it's because it's got them the gates,
The little metal fences, yeah.
and I just don't know. It
Where's-
just seems. It seems like you're going. I can't get the going forward.
Like
and
the
this.
momentum. Okay, well we can back out and go back to a straw bale.
No, I'll keep having a go, but it just
I-
feels like.
What I think it is because you're expecting to get to the gate really quickly. When at the speed you were going on straw bale, you wouldn't be getting to the gates that quickly on here because they're much further away. And I think you're just trying to get there quicker, which is forcing you to fly faster, and that's what you're not used to, because you're having to pitch more. That bit's confusing without the checkpoints, because that's a right-hand turn. See, because you've got plenty of momentum there, you will carry forwards. But your
Just
camera, you are actually leveling out there because your camera started pointing up, so you were leveling out, which would eventually just bring you to a stop. because the.
But if I lean forward, I'm going too fast
Yeah.
on this track.
But what I think that is because you're starting from higher up, you're leaning forwards to get down to where you are, so you've already picked up speed.
Yeah.
And it's getting the pitch balance there because you're not starting from a flat point. Hey, you went under a bench. Hitting all the gaps. Right. Has anyone got any track recommendations? Something that's good for a beginner?
Yeah.
I do actually have some beginner tracks listed on my YouTube. I might have to look for them. Can't think of any. I thought the Bomber ones would work because of the gaps, but because of where this one is in Hanover, it might be a bit difficult.
I've slowed down a bit.
It is working.
Slowly.
I think you're now overthinking it because you had some really nice turns on the first gate a moment ago. How am I going to find this? Playlists. Beginner friendly tracks. I have 2. That's good. Best beginner track, Hobbler 1.
Let's just try.
You can try that, but I don't know if that's subscribed at the
Let's
minute.
just go fast. Fuck it.
Autumn Fields, Strawberries 2. Strawberry 2, I don't. The old garage.
I'm gonna do one.
In Blueprint, oh, I don't have that. The old garage. In the drawing board, you mean? Yeah. I'm assuming.
Where's
I'll
that?
need to download that. That'll be on the workshop. We won't have that. I can go and find that after. You'll have to create a room. We'll do Autumn Fields first and just see how you get on with that because that's. There you go. Autumn Fields track 1.
Oh, I've done this one, yeah. I remember this
create a
one.
room.
Should I get rid of God mode?
No, God mode's handy because it keeps you flying if you would otherwise break a prop. It's up to you. You're flying.
Say it's more crashing.
It's going okay. It's working. Let's see.
As Buzz Lightyear would say, falling with style.
Falling with start, yeah, there you go. See? That's not a bad thing. Why is this? I'm just trying. What's going on? What have I lost? I did have the chat up here.
What's that?
No, it's good work. It's gone. Oh well, never mind, the chat's there, I can say it. Yeah, Strawberry Free, we did have a go at Strawberry Free, and it was going fine until the tiny gate at the end of the fence. When you are if you've dropped throttle and you're stuck, you're stuck.
Go back on that.
But so my only issue with this track is it's always the same. It's always a right-hand turn, so you don't learn as much. But the size of the checkpoints is definitely easier to hit, and you can already see you're flying faster because of it.
What's that forest one? That's not a bad one.
Okay, yeah, Pine Valley.
It is Pine Valley, isn't
Yeah,
it?
we can do that. I like Pine Valley. That I did learn actually. That I spent a lot of time on learning because I didn't have to. That was when I was trying to just learn the very basics without having to aim for anything small. But you did have to learn the course, because the course is
Yeah, it is.
a
I've
bit it's
done it a little
invisible in places.
Yeah.
You have to look for the checkpoint, but you have to know what sort of line to take. And there's no
pretty good at the time.
obvious racing line. You have to pick your line through the trees at some point.
Is that not just a straight track?
Believe it or not, there was a straight track. I think one of the original tutorials had a straight track, just flying a straight line, and then it went on to flying in turns and stuff. It's the yaw that gets me. So I'm just catching up.
The same as me, that can get the roll, but
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying.
it's turning,
Yeah, it's mixing the two.
getting an equal balance.
Yeah. And the thing with that is, you can't say move them the same if depending, like it's all determined on your camera angle and your perspective on the camera and where the drone actually is in the air. That would be probably a broken arm. You'd be looking to repair the frame.
But it would look good if you recorded it. So.
No, that looked like a desync, and desyncs don't look good. They just make you feel dizzy and upset that you've broken something. That's good. You can see you're concentrating on it because your head goes. So there, all that happened there was you just did it too quickly, and it wasn't controlled. If you go slower with the movement, admittedly, you have to go as fast as the corner is as you're approaching the corner. But you see how that was a much more controlled turn because you went slower with it. And there, now you just need to bring in the throttle, bring the throttle control back in, and that will stop you raising so much. There we go. Oh. Hey, nice. Your best lap. There you go. That was more yaw and less roll that point, which is why you sort of slid round. But that was a nice flat turn, in fairness. Factory race one on drawing board. No tight gates or paths. Okay, I'll make a note of that. I'm actually going to write that down. Oh yeah, we're that efficient here. Factory race.
Tree.
You'll probably find no one will join you in this one because it's just this one's like NASCAR, as it were. Like it's just it's racing in a circle as quickly as you can. Yeah. Oh.
Get out that one. What are we trying? Do you have to download any of these?
We'll do for that. But what was the one that someone mentioned?
Strawberry? Oh,
no, you mentioned Pine Valley.
Ah, yeah.
I quite like Pine Valley. There's something relaxing about flying in the woods. In a sim, not in the real world. There's nothing relaxing about flying in the woods.
One? Yeah, one.
Yeah, one. There you go. I did take my wizard out and flew it in the
you said
in the woods near me.
Because you took it out.
Oh, it was terrifying. So it was essentially just like a bunch of walkways in the woods.
This one.
See if you can get through the first gate.
No, I vaguely remember it. I've not done this one for ages.
It'll come back to you very quickly. There we go. But yeah, I was flying in essentially a corridor of trees, which was fine when you're going in a straight line, but when you realise I actually have to turn around, that's kind of like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how to do this. I don't know if I've got enough room to turn around. And that was terrifying. And then I flew through the canopy, like there was a hole like an opening in the tree canopy. I was like, yeah, I'll fly through that, which was great, felt amazing until I looked down and couldn't find my way back in and thought, I'm going to lose my drone. So yeah, very terrifying, nerve-wracking stuff, but good fun.
Need to get off the ground with it.
Steel drift racing. Was this the quad following the drift racers? Is that what you mean, Kim? I didn't know it was steel, but I have seen a video of someone following very, very closely a bunch of drift racers.
I remember this one. They
course.
placed the trees like.
Yeah,
right
the trees
in
are in a
middle.
horrible position. Yeah. Cutting the grass there.
Someone
it.
has to.
Yeah. Stop aiming for trees, Kay. That's good, that's good. Just take your time. And try and make those stick movements smoother.
I'll get there. In a
Yeah,
minute.
you will. That will be what changes your flying, because it's once you can do it smoothly, you don't have to be like all these overcorrections. You'll be like, and I'm there. Like you'll get to where you want to go and you'll stop, rather than maybe getting there, maybe overshooting, maybe not. With the sort of the yanking. The bank and yank turn, which is where you just use roll and pitch. I got accused of doing that by NJ and then him, Andy RC, and I think Bright Until I Fly got on Liftoff, and we had some races, and Andy RC was so very, very close to beating me on some of the races, but my bank and yank technique kept me in the top spot when I was flying with them. That was good fun. We'll have to see. If we do that again, that was a really late night stream. We were up till like 4 in the morning just flying. If we do that again, we'll have to stream it because that was really good fun. Do you want a drink, Kay?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. Keep him entertained, people.
More so than I am for them. That was bad.
A couple of restarts.
Never.
There we go. I mean, I don't know Andy RC, but I've flown and spoke with him. So I know NJ from NJ Tech. He is probably. I mean, I guess he knows Andy RC. I mean, I don't. You went under that one.
Truth.
But yeah, I've chatted and flown with Andy RC. We had a but mostly because of NJ. Because so NJ, Andy RC, Bright Until I Fly, they're all part of Let's Drone Out, which is like a drone talk show type thing. And so because of that, that's how I know him, and that's how I've flown with him. But like, by all means, I am not best buds with him. I'm not going to call him up and be like, yeah, Andy, let's go and fly. But you know, I got him on Discord. But that's about it. But yeah, that was really bad name dropping of me, wasn't it? It's like, yeah, I was flying around USC. Figured I'd do that. Mostly because I beat him, that's why. I mean, I'll try and ask him, or get Neil NJ to ask him. He does lots of review videos. He's been getting so many like, this is all second-hand information. I don't know it firsthand, but from what I'm hearing, he's getting so much stuff to review. Like, he gets so much stuff sent to him, so he's doing reviews constantly. But yeah, I can't remember if we flew on the experimental branch or not. It was ages ago. I can't remember now. Good couple of weeks back, couple of months back maybe. Mm-hmm. Kevin, when did Physics 3.0 actually make it onto the experimental branch? I'm trying to think how far back it was now. Smoothing out those sticks, Kay.
I'm trying to. There's too many trees in mine.
So this is going to sound cruel, but it's not supposed to. But the way you're currently flying, but you're flying by flickbook moments, because you're like, no, that's wrong, and when it's right, you get it and you find it and it's good. But that's where the yanking the sticks. It's kind of like.
We're fine tuning it.
Yeah. Just if you can find it. Oh, message retracted. What was that? What was the message? See if I can figure that out. I can't see that message. Never mind. Likely about 3 months ago. So we might have been on the experimental branch. Can't remember. I think it must have been. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was the experimental branch.
Oh.
How are you feeling?
Huh?
How are you feeling? You've been flying for a few hours now.
I think everyone's as dizzy as I am, aren't they? Watching me try and fly.
How is Kay doing, everyone?
Terrible.
Oh, it's a typo, okay. You just say terrible. Yeah, terrible. I've been able to improve my speed and make it through turns I couldn't initially. Yeah, it's really bad. Oh, okay. I was really curious. I was like, what's happened? What have I missed? You gotta wait 30 seconds for a response. It's a bit of a delay.
That's right, it's just not paying too much attention.
That's right. I'm definitely seeing the moments where it's just working for you.
Oh, there are moments, yeah?
Oh yeah, there's definitely moments, Kay. There's definitely moments.
As brief as they are.
No, you find them and you get them. Like, that was really nice. I think I
get carried away.
I think there are a couple of things that are letting you down, but and it's only one of like 3 or 4 things, but they're not all at once. Like, sometimes it's your throttle control, sometimes it's your roll, sometimes it's your pitch. But it's not like a horrible mess of all 3. It's just generally one or the other. There you go. Kevin says that he's noticed a huge improvement already.
Thank you.
Kevin says you're doing cool. Fave racing drone in Liftoff. I'm using the Cole mode. I favoured the Cole. Oh, who was it? Rotor's Cool. Rotor's Cool's first Liftoff tournament that happened, where the Pro League tournament was racing through Rotor's Cool's like logo. Like, he built the track based on like his name from a bird's eye view, or the Rotor's Cool name from a bird's eye view. That that was when I picked up the Cole because it was the lightest drone, and I think that was the first purist mode race that was in a Pro League tournament. So that was when your drone setup really mattered, and oh my goodness, trying to find the best setups, that took so long, and like the most efficient, because it was a long track. So it was the Cole frame with like some silly sized motors and like 4-inch props was the most efficient, fast setup that would get you round the track at a really quick speed without running out of battery. That was fun. But I didn't like the Cole and the way you can always see the props on the screen. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Cole. I don't know. So my favourite frame has been the Talon. Since the Talon came out on Liftoff, and I got very close to buying a Talon, but then I thought, no, I need to spend my money on things that aren't toys for myself. So I didn't buy it, but I still want a Talon frame. But with all of the regulations coming in, I'm probably just going to move to like a 3-inch frame that's smaller and lighter. And considering the cameras can do HD now without needing a run cam or a GoPro on top. Oh. How are you feeling? Oh, he's punching it. He's working that quad. Working the battery. It's a hard one.
I don't know if I should change the angle a little bit.
What are you at, 45?
Yeah, change it maybe down.
No, I think your framing seems fine in terms of...
But I mean, when I get to certain points, it just feels too quick and I can't slow...
So if you want to slow it down, bring it down to say 40, and then that will force you to fly slower because you won't be able to pitch up. Yeah, because if you pitch too far forwards to go faster, you'll be looking at the ground. So yeah, smaller, lower camera angles will force you to fly slower because you physically can't see ahead far enough to fly fast. Take it easy, Kevin. Thank you for tuning in. And to everyone else that has come and gone. And yeah, we'll try and do something in the next, either next week or the week after, if you're around in the area. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the tips and the chat. It's been good. Yeah, I think 3-inch is going to be the one because I've been chatting about that with NJ, and he's built like a GEP RC 3-inch frame quads that can do HD footage, has crazy power, flies like a 5-inch, frankly, because it's just so OP with the camera, and you can get HD quality footage out of it because it can hold either a run cam split or a Caddx, and it just, yeah, it's really nice. And I got to go out and watch him fly that. Did I fly it? I don't think I did. It was way too powerful and punchy, and it isn't mine, so I didn't want to break it. But that's the other thing, because it's a 3-inch, it weighs less, obviously, and that's a good thing for the regs, but it's also a good thing because if you crash it, you've got less weight to, crash into the ground and break something. So yeah, and the GEP RC frame, I can't remember which one it's called, is a tank of a frame. But also, what looks fun is that new Beta FPV Tiny Whoop, that 75X I think it's called. That thing that runs on 2S batteries, mental, crazy fun and quiet. That's my thing. You're burning out or something here, aren't you?
Huh?
Are you burning out?
I think I need rest.
Yeah,
Give the reins over to you.
I'll take the reins. or I won't, and you'll just magically improve.
I'll go get some magic water and be back in a minute.
Yeah. I ran out of Pepsi, so that's you got half a glass.
That's right.
That's good. That's good. What, you sort of dropped there because you thought you were too high, didn't you? Oh, trees. It's going well. It's going well. That one's another one.
Oh no, come and stay.
You're alive. I'm very tempted to get a 75X because that thing just looks mental fun. I know NJ has picked one up for review, so I'm hoping I get to have a play on it. We'll see. He's going back. He's changing too much now. What, slower? You did so well. You got over halfway around the track though. 41.
Go up
He's
in
fighting
increments.
it. He's fighting it. I do think 40. I didn't go past 40 until I was fairly competent at getting around a course. But the thing with changing is it then changes what you're used to in terms of the yaw and roll inputs. But it depends. Like you might find that you just fly better on a lower camera angle because that's where you currently fit with your yaw and roll movements, and you don't need the speed to fly. Because right now you shouldn't be worried about flying fast. You should be worried about flying with control and sort of accuracy and purpose. So, US 65 UK 65 kilometers a day. Are they the other whoops? The new sort of similar style, like look about them? I don't know the whoops really well. It's just the ones I've seen. One of them's got like a sort of blue, red and white painted frame.
Tree.
I think I'm gonna have to Google them.
Oh, what happened there?
That is 3D mode. So if you press A again, horizon, you'll have to press it again.
You told me to press it 3 times and
4
it flips.
times.
Oh,
4
4.
times. You're still in horizon mode. And again, there you go. What is it? US 65. Yes, they are good fun actually. NJ did bring those round. He's got 2 of them, and we flew them around this place actually. I'll need to cut a video of our footage because I've got some DVR coupled with the run cam and the GoPro that we sort of just perched in different positions in the house, just as we made a little racetrack around the house, which was quite fun. So yeah, they're really good fun. I would definitely get them for just flying around indoors. Really good fun. But that 75X drone, whoop, that looks mad. Like you can definitely fly that outside from the footage I've seen and stuff. That was really nice, but it was too much of a. There wasn't enough pitch to carry it into the turn. It was sort of going around the outside of the corner, as it were. Take it easy, Iceman. He can't hear us, but yeah. Yes, yeah, it is the ones. Yeah. Really good fun for indoor flying, those, Kim. Really good fun. If you haven't flown them yet, do. Set up a little track if you can. Just use anything. Yeah, they're good fun to fly.
Oh no, come on.
Oh yes, you can do it. Don't let the excitement build. Oh no, you were right at the end. 1 corner left.
Is he gone?
Iceman, no, he's still there. He's still there.
Wow, can't spell that.
Yeah. And then click off that, because otherwise you won't get the... There you go.
Oh, we made it over the rocks.
You got very far. That you were literally one corner away from the end.
I know, I remember. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need a break.
That's fine.
Killing me.
It's quite late.
So,
No, in fairness, it is midnight, so... Yeah. I don't know what Iceman's saying. Iceman, are you on the YouTube video as well? He says he's watching and playing. I'm not sure what he means by that.
yeah. Oh, it's probably...
He's not in spectator mode, that's why I'm questioning what he's saying.
Ah.
Oh, crazy, crazy.
Oh, come on.
That one's lower than the rest. That one is
Ah.
lower.
I'm confusing myself and...
It's because you're approaching it from the side, which just messes you up. That crash.
Deaf to the drain.
Deft.
It should have like a little tally of how many you've like damaged per...
I'm glad you said that, because I've said that as well. And
It'd just be funny
Kevin,
how many
who
you've
has
killed.
unfortunately gone to bed, also said it's something that they've wanted to put in for they wanted to
Is
have,
it a hard thing for them to...
I think it's just more of a, it's not very high on the priority list.
It's just fun. It'd be funny.
It would be funny. And I think what it should do as well is actually tell you how much damage, like a cost for how much damage you would have done. Because I think that would shine a light on how valuable the simulators are.
I'll probably have to remortgage my place after.
So you've broken 600 frames, burnt out, I don't know, friggin' 80 motors, blown this many batteries, broken all these props, and all these cameras would not have survived crashes into trees.
And how many controllers or transmitters do you think you would have broken in frustration?
Yeah. And your total bill comes to £20,000. That would be funny. That would be funny. What has NJ said? So that it says his ears are burning.
Oh, come on.
You bite no. Hang on, just gonna take it.
There?
That's
Oh. Saved. Just.
There we go, that works. Hey, he's still alive. Oh, you're watching on your phone.
Nice.
Got your Iceman. Now it makes sense. See, I did think you're not in spectator mode. How are you watching?
He's gone.
He was in the lobby to say that.
Ah, shit. What happened there?
I don't know.
Hey.
It shifted to the right, didn't it? Oh, the no, the raise is because when you go into the menu, it
Weird.
just sets everything to the middle. So that happens. Chat has died.
Huh?
Chat has died. In fairness, it's
Yeah.
10 past 12. So.
Oh, wow.
Let's have a quick fly. We can. See how I do on the X light.
Go and change the angle.
Oh, what is it? It's on 40, isn't
Yeah,
it?
41.
So I'll be alright for a minute. I don't need to go too fast.
Oh. Yeah, I think I've put in a few hours tonight.
Yeah, you have. You've definitely improved based on what I've seen.
Oh. No hands.
Well, yeah. Look at this improvement. Oh. That was a bit Yankee. Ooh. Showing off now. Oh, and crashing because I showed off. Typical. Typical. Oh, I've lost track of the site. Lost sight of the track. This is where you got to, wasn't it?
Just
And I've crashed. Never mind. See, I can't even finish a lap. Oh, this does feel nice, the X-Lite. How much do you want for it, Kay?
They're only about £100, aren't they?
Yeah, I know, but I need to stop spending money.
Well, if you buy that PS4 the other day.
Don't like this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I missed this track. I haven't flown it in so long. The only downside to this track is you can't see that red and white tape very clearly.
Mm.
It's quite hard to see where the track goes unless you remember it.
Yeah, it is a remember course, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go. Da, da, da. But look at my stick movements, okay? On the stick.
I know they're terrible, aren't they?
But just.
Yeah, it's all practice.
Yeah, and it's getting used to moving the sticks just a little bit. Ooh. He says, and then does that. Because I'm not looking where I'm going. Da-da-da.
How many hours have you racked up on this though compared to me?
Yeah, that's a good point. I've got about 250 hours on Liftoff. And I've got a fair bit of actual real life flight time now. So 47.
And I've got a wife that takes up.
Yeah,
half my
you've got a
time.
wife. Yeah, that's true. Married life, eh? Married life. I'm just going to do one more lap, and then we'll probably call it there. Unless anyone's got any questions or comments they want to make.
No, they probably feel a bit dizzy, seasick, nausea.
Who's going to tune in next week for... oh gosh. Oh, I'm losing my flow there. Who's tuning in next week to see Kay's progress? Because he does have Liftoff at home. I'm sure he'll spend some time practicing. Oh gosh, I'm losing sight of where I'm
If I
flying.
get a bit of free time.
There we go. 46 seconds.
That's okay, I suppose.
Yeah, it works. Way. I love that move. What we got?
X-Lite's cool. Yeah, really good. I must say I do like it.
Yeah.
So much lighter.
So nice. Like, where's the Tyrannus? Like
And it just waves, like, you feel that.
It's when you put them next to each other, like that. It's just crazy.
And the weights.
Yeah. Yeah, it does weigh a lot. Yeah, very nice. I do want that. He might leave home without it, but there you go.
I might have no choice.
But yeah, there you go. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Yeah, we'll call it there. Nerdcopter. I'm assuming the WoW is for the flying. I don't know, but thank you, I guess. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and giving tips and comments and support. And Kay is just doing all sorts of crazy now. And well done to Kay, obviously, for spending so long flying on a very random evening of let's just stream and see how Kay gets on.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
Oh.